Let's go. Yo. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts.
Good morning, Bears fans, and welcome to Coffee with Tracks. Grab your cup of coffee and settle in because today we're diving into one of the hottest topics buzzing in Chicago football. Could Khalil Mack make a triumphant return to the Bears via free agency? Let's break it all down. Bear down. Hope all you guys are having a good day. Off to a really early start. I know, but you got to get you off your seat and on your feet, man. Boots on the ground. That's what Tracks is all about, man. So, how you all doing out there, man? Let's see who's out in the building. Got a couple out there. You guys are coming in through. We'll have some questions at the end, so make sure that you guys hang out to the end. I'll have about 5-7 questions that we could break down for you guys and make sure I highlight it and get you on the show for a little bit of perks at the end. Okay, appreciate you guys coming out, showing up, and showing out early, and wherever you're at, whether it be on the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. All of it, man. We cover all of it. What's up, James Childress? How you doing this morning, brother? I know you're in a very cold area, and man, stay warm today. I was talking to him a little bit earlier this morning, and I think he said it was minus 17 degrees. I'm not sure if that's the wind chill or without the wind chill. We do the wind chill out here in Chicago. As you guys could see, if you get a little close, your boy Trax is in the garage, okay? But I'm trying not to put the hoodie on so we could get a good pick. So, yeah, I've got a little space heater in here. It's barely keeping up. I put the other heater on, and it just blows the circuit. So I'm going to have to figure out, get an electrician in here or something. I got a couple buddies who said they're going to help me out, but they're so busy with everything, I don't want to bug them. But this is definitely the coldest day yet for me. So I don't know what this is going to look like all winter, but I'll be bearing down with you guys, and hope you guys enjoy the show. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're a new subscriber, please subscribe. I got my head down right now. I'm just inviting everybody to the show on Facebook. It's a new thing that they have you do now where you got to individually invite every single group, and it's a little taxing, but it's worth it. So make sure everybody gets in here. Yeah, what's everybody's plans today? I know at 7:00 tonight, our good buddy and friend Chris Zorch is going to be at Wind Creek Casino. He's going to be signing autographs, taking pictures. He might even play some blackjack with you or some poker. I heard he's really good at that. His wife, Candy, she don't really dabble into it, but she's going to be there to support him and hang out and have a good time with you guys. So fresh off that new Notre Dame win in the playoffs, so they're excited, and Wind Creek is killing it, man. Love that casino. We'll be up there tomorrow. Jim Miller and myself will be having the Bear Down podcast, and we'll be up there at 11 o'clock in the sports bar. If you walk through the main doors, it's right to the right. Big old nice leather recliners and stuff. Huge Jumbotron, bunch of other TVs, sports bar in there. It's great, man. We're going to be having a lot of fun. So hope to see you guys up there. Let's pack the gills. Let's show them what we're all about. Show them about our community. Show how we're bearing down. And I appreciate you guys. What up, Amos? Amos is in the building. Caleb Rays. What's up, Caleb? Make sure you hit that subscribe button, Caleb. Come out here early and often, man. We got all the latest breaking news for Bears all the Chicago sports, man. Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, Sox, you name it, we got it. So right now we're talking Bears. Almost done with the pleasantries, and we can get right into the Khalil Mack. Now, I know some of you guys are going to be like, you know what? We already had him. And, he's a little bit longer in the tooth. He's going to be 34 February, I think 22nd. So next month, he's going to be 34 years old. And I know some of you guys are a little concerned about that. There has been serviceable edge rushers that have been able to be successful in the NFL, depending on what his price tag is and his health and whatnot. Could he be somebody that we bring back to the building? Look at that. I love it. Let's bow down. Woo! Man, I'll tell you what. At least I got a roof over me. Keeps the wind knocked down and all that. And got the little space heater going. But, yeah, man, love you guys. Thanks for joining in. Give me one more second. Almost got all of the groups to added, and we'll be under show. Mark, what up, buddy? No, I can't shut up, man. The people want me to speak, but if you don't want to, you can do about face and hit the turnstile, pal. What up, Philip? Bear down all day long. What up, Billy Flores? Billy Flores is in the building. Can I get an amen and pass the ammunition? Oh, all right. All right, I got that out of the way. Now we can roll. Okay, listen. Let's get into this, okay? Let's get into the show. Amos says, when we traded for him, I thought Raiders fleeced us. He was great. Gold jacket in the AFC, but the North playoff football week 1. Health is the key, Darius said. What up, Darius? Sign Mack to a friendly cap deal between 20 to 22 million. You know what? I must be a cheapskate. I thought a little bit less than that, but Phil, maybe you can fill in the numbers better than I can. I say, pair him with Sweat, and, I think Khalil could help him out. Maybe get Booker, get whatever we can out of Booker, or Khalil could just be like, Booker's that dog or he ain't. You know what I mean? There's somebody in there that could get Sweat and Booker what they need, because I don't really think, in terms of like a good edge, like Sweat ever really had that, and I think he's in his prime right now. I think he's a 1B, not a 1A type player. I don't think he's elite. I think he's a little bit between good and great, but he could really use some somebody to take under their wing, But yeah, so let's start with a quick rewind. Khalil Mack was traded to the Bears in 2018 and made an immediate impact, leading Chicago to an NFC North title and a playoff berth. Who could forget his pick 6 against Green Bay or his relentless pass rushing dominance? He became a fan favorite and symbol of the Bears' aggressive defense. But after 4 seasons, the Bears traded him to the Chargers, marking an end of an era. Was it the right move? At the time it was. It seemed like a rebuilding decision. But now with free agency looming, the question is, could Mack come full circle and wear the navy and orange again? Man, I still got that Khalil Mack jersey. How about y'all? Does anybody got a Mack jersey? I think was it last year or the year before I wore it on the show, and somebody was like, Khalil who? So I went out and got myself a new shirt. That DJ Moore came on, and that was swimmingly, man. I like that one. All right, let's get back into the questions really quick and comments. Amos Gilbert, you coming with me Sunday to go see tracks and watch the Bears? Awesome, man. Yeah, Wind Creek Casino, 11 o'clock. $20 million for a 2-down end. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm a little bit apprehensive about that 2 to 3 down end. I don't think he'll be in there maybe 60% of the time. Definitely Now with Eberflus, when he was there for defense, I liked that he was by committee. So he did a rinse and repeat. There was a shuffling of every position, but most notably the defensive line. This would work with him. This would pair really good with him. I'm saying you look at him at about 15, 17 million. I don't know. Maybe he's made enough money. I will say that somebody will overpay for him, though, especially if they need that one last piece. You know what I mean? You've seen edge rushers in the league do this with the Niners, with the Raiders, all those guys, the edge rushers, that's that one piece that they need to put pressure on the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So Mack, Sweat, and Booker would be a three monster on defense. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, both home and away jerseys for Mack. Phil's got. Nice, man. Never bought one the Packers game we lost. Mack is not coming back. I can't see that happening. Well, I'm not sure it's going to be I'm not sure it's going to be that easy to say, Billy. I really don't know what's in store, what's ahead, who the next head coach is. That obviously plays, something in it. And will we be trading with Harbaugh? That'd be interesting for sure. I know he hits the free agency, but if we're already there in town looking at Mack and free agency, maybe we'll do a trade. Is Keenan Allen going to stay in with the Bears? I'd like to see him on a friendly, team discount or whatever. He says he wants to either play with the Bears or a Los Angeles team. So we'll see. I'd like to see him come back for sure. I like him. Maybe that'll be another show. Who knows? So the Bears defense has struggled to recapture the dominance of the Mack-led unit. Sure, we've seen flashes of potential, but the teams need a game-changing veteran who can mentor young players like Javon Dexter and Tariq Stevenson while making an impact on the field. I mean, ever since he was traded away, we haven't found a guy that could do a 17-sack season for sure. We definitely need that. Would Mack fill that void? Absolutely. He's still productive, coming off a strong season with the Chargers where he recorded a lot of great stats, man. Check it out. Unbelievable. He's still killing it at 33, man. Pairing him with an emergent defensive core could create a dynamic balance, man. So, let's look at the salary cap. We got $82 million. I'm going to put this up, guys. Sorry. Got to. The chill's starting to hit me, man, at the 14-minute mark almost. We got $82 million in cap space right now. If we get rid of Ryan Bates and we don't re-sign him, and we get rid of that's a $5 million savings, right? And we get rid of that the Charger tight end that we picked up, the second stringer. I believe that saves $5 million too. So that's $10 million in savings right there. You could use that $10 million to go get Khalil. See what he does on a 1-year prove-it deal, or sign him for a 2-year deal and have him into the 36, maybe with a team, type deal where, he's under control with the team. It's a 1+1 and could cut bait in year 2 if things don't work out. And maybe like a, incentive deal where he takes so many reps percentages and you could get up to this amount, but the base is low. But if he hits his stats and gets what he needs to be productive and be out on the field percentage wise, then he can actually go above that mark. That's something to consider. That's where somebody would have to be really creative. I know at the end of Mack's career, he would want to. Now they're already in the playoffs. So if I'm Mack, I'm sorry, guys. If I'm Mack, I'm staying put. I'm giving a team-friendly discount to the Chargers because of Harbaugh and what's going on. And I'm, knocking on 34 in February. I'm going to stay put. I'm not going to go to the reclamation project of the team that got rid of me, offer them a deal on my way out. It just doesn't sit right with me. Now, as a fan, I would love him, for all the reasons that I just said he shouldn't sign, and make it about why he should sign. You know what I'm saying? But you got to look at both sides. So, anyways, but let's talk business. Khalil Mack is expected to hit free agency if the Chargers don't retain him, but his market value could be too steep. The Bears have cap space, but how much are they willing to invest in a veteran pass rusher addressing other needs like offensive line or wide receiver? Now, I think offensive line has to be a priority. Leave a comment. Where do you think the priority needs to be in the Chicago Bears? Do you think it should be trenches? Do you think it should be offense and defensive line? Do you think it should be running back? Where should it be at? Maybe we'll create a show about that. Leave your comments below. Appreciate you guys. Also, at 33, almost 34 years old, Mack might not be the long-term solution, but rather a bridge player. Still, his leadership and skill set could be worth the investment, especially for a team looking to make a playoff run. Do you think that this is something that a team that's going to make a playoff run would do? This isn't a team that's maybe 1-2 years away. I'm thinking that we're 2 to 3 years at best away. And I'm only saying that because of how tough the Vikings are playing. Unless we go get Billy Flores' kin over there, that the Brian Flores from the Vikings, and play spoiler with them, go grab their defensive coordinator, and he go grabs some of the staff, and just like the Vikings are like, oh, hey, what are we doing? We lost all these freaking coaches. Now we can't play. And then they're at the bottom of the freaking food chain. And all of a sudden, Sam Darnold ain't playing like he did this year, and the wheels fall off. I mean, we're just talking hypotheticals, completely BS probably. I don't even know if Flores will go after a head coaching position. If he does, can the Vikings find a guy to replace him? There's a lot of, there to unpack. But, man, I'll tell you what, the Vikings right now, as far as a team, I looked at a stat. They were showing like percentage-wise and everything and all these numbers and analytics and whatever. They are the most liked team in the NFL right now. Think about it. They were supposed to be at the bottom of the league. They lose Kirk Cousins. Their rookie drafted quarterback goes out. How many injuries did they sustain? They got a new head coach. They got all kinds of things going on. And yet they are playing in the most captivating playoff game in the, not just the NFC North, but in the NFL, guys. Look at it. If they win, they're in, and then they get a bye, right? If they lose, they drop to the 5th seed. They're still in, but that's how big of these implications are for them to play and win that game. Who would have thought? Not me. I don't know crap. I do not know crap about football, because I'll tell you what, I thought they were going to be bottom feeders and we would at least be above them. And I thought it would definitely be the Lions up top and the Bears and the Packers vying for that second spot, maybe a wild card or whatever. But clearly I don't know shit from Shiola, So, yeah. So anyways, fans' tweets, polls, and comments of Mack's potential return. We've seen all that. We've looked at all that. It's all over. It's been going on for the last 2-3 days. I've seen it on YouTube shows. I've seen it on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. Could this be a return? Could this be a thing? And man, I'll tell you what, Khalil Mack was always a fan favorite, no matter what. I agree with Amos. He didn't come as great as advertised or as good as we thought. But there too, again, our team was depleted. We didn't have that nice of a team. Now he comes in where he's at right now. The strength and how good they are, depending on what kind of defensive coordinator we get, or if we get a head coach that's defensive minded. Whoa, he could actually do better this year or this coming year in 25 than he did last year. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. So I took to social media to see what you, the fans, think about Khalil Mack's return, and the response was overwhelming, guys. I'm telling you right now. Many of you are excited about the idea, but some have concerns about his age, durability, and cost. I'm seeing it in the chat right now. You guys have concerns about all that. But would you welcome Khalil Mack back to Chicago? If so, what's the price tag? Hey, what up, Ed Binda Labeo? Hey, man, I'm sorry, dude. My name is not as awesome as yours. Okay, it's blah. It's not so exciting. Okay, it's boring. Okay, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. I'll call you EB from now on if that's okay. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate you. This dude is on meth. That's not the first time I've heard something like that. Not necessarily meth, but yeah. So, oh, dude, this guy is a hater. He's a troll. Caleb is caca. Bears suck. Hey, slick dude, I appreciate you, man. Hit that subscribe button. Feel free to troll early and often. Sometimes the trolls are more faithful than the people that actually follow me and like me and don't think I'm on meth, okay? Billy says he's driving the van. Yes, let's get Jim Miller in the van. Let's get him to sign his autograph in there. Let's take some pictures. Let's talk about it. Let's be about it, guys. Let's make history. To my knowledge, everything that I've heard in all 32 teams, there has never been a podcast show that has done a live show at a casino with a former Bears player for freaking 5 hours. Not many people can call for 5 hours, but guess what? Your boy, Brandon Trackside, has done it again. I have found a guy that can freaking not just call it, but knock it out of the fucking park. Pardon my language, man. You guys know I rarely cuss, but I'm excited about this, guys. This is great. I mean, think about it, guys. Small little podcast. All the big fish are out there. ESPN, 670 The Score, NBC, CHSN, CHGO. All these big fish are out there, and we're there. We're at Canton, Ohio, baby. We're at freaking in the Amos saw me on the field on the sideline. He's like, Trex, what are you doing here? I'm taking pictures with my little freaking baby camera. These guys got lenses the size of Snuffleupagus' freaking trunk. I got this little camera, and I thought I was doing good. These guys could probably freaking zero in on a freaking hair on the freaking field with these lenses. They're probably about $10,000 or something for the lens alone. And the guy was telling me it's all about the glass. And I'm like, I'm looking at mine. I'm like, dude, you could barely see the glass. But man, I didn't care, dude. I didn't care if I had one of those disposable freaking cameras, man. I was so excited to just be in there and blessed and be in the building, you know, take a part of Mongo's ringing, you know, getting his ring for being in the Hall of Fame and all that kind of stuff. It was so cool, man. Being up in the press box, being in the locker room, interviewing Tyreek Stevenson, interviewing all these guys, man. Brisker, all these guys. I got it all on my phone. It's freaking great, dude. Pictures everywhere galore. Seeing Amos on the field, seeing vets on the field, seeing the current Bears players, see the guys in the golden jackets. It was so cool, man. It was lit. But now we're at the casino, man. Unfreaking believable bananas, dude. I'm just so proud of this community. I'm proud of you guys staying, you know, at my side, having my six. You guys are great, man. And I'll tell you what, we're gonna knock it out of the park. We're gonna have some fun, right? We're all fans. That's what it's about, man. It's about fans, you know, cheering on their Bears, win, lose, or draw. We're always going to have a good time when Trax is present with Jim Miller now. Is my co-host, man. He's my co-host. I can't believe I'm saying that. We're going to and he's on Sirius XM radio every freaking day, man. They got over 20 million freaking listeners. It's going to be great. This guy's listen to Channel 88. This guy's bananas, dude. he's on there for like 16 hours a day or something, Monday through Saturday, and then they've even got replays and stuff. It's phenomenal. We're gonna have a good time. All right, rant's over, man. Shameless plug. Anyways, yeah, like I said, Slick Dude, keep on trolling, man. Do what you do best, man. Appreciate you. Love you, buddy. So let's see. What is Amos saying? I don't like Flores D, too much blitzing. It's fall apart in the playoffs. Certainly will have trouble molding a QB. Well, I tell you what, he's been in the building with a good freaking guy that showed him how to mold a QB, ain't it? I mean, the resurrection of Sam Darnold. Oh my gosh. If he wasn't taking notes about that, I don't know what to say after that, man. You know, he said they lost Daniel Hunter and free agency last season as well. Yeah, dude, they lost. Yeah, that's a good point. That guy was an anchor to the defense, man. Monty and Hutch playing in Super Bowl, no doubt. For sure, man. Gets Eliz. I go for a 2-year deal for Mack. Are you Cubs fan or a White Sox fan? Listen, man, my uncle played for the freaking Cubs, man. I was born into it, man. Jack Hyatt. He played for the Cubs as a catcher, but we cover all sports. We cover both teams, Cubs and Sox, man. So appreciate you, whatever you are, man. All love here. It doesn't matter. We even got Packers fans watching. There'll be a lot of Packers fans present at the casino, man. We take everybody on. I'm up for a trip with a former Bears player. That would be awesome. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. It's going to be a good time. We got a bunch of former Bears players we've talked to about coming on in the casino. If we get a 25, 26 season contract or whatever, however it shakes out, builds out, whatever. But we got to knock, Sunday out of the park and do the best we can. I think even with being blindfolded, Jim Miller's going to make me, with him, you can polish a turd. So even on my worst day, he's going to carry me. Not that I would put him in that position, but that's how confident I am about Jim Miller and his capabilities, man. He is a field general for sure, man. Black Rain 7920 question. What do you think of a guy who is a fan of another team, but is always in Chicago chats on YouTube? Isn't that weird to you? It's a Detroit fan who does that. I don't know, man. I think maybe he hasn't found his spot or his niche, in Detroit. Maybe he hasn't found a good support group or whatever. Maybe he's kind of on the fence. Maybe he likes Detroit and he's from Chicago, or I have no idea. I try not to judge. I try to just be, I think he might have a little fun now because they're actually doing good. My grandpa, he migrated from Poland back in 1956 when he started the Wysocki Funeral Home. He was a Detroit fan, through and through everything. When they finally got a guy, Barry Sanders, he couldn't stand Scott Mitchell. He liked Herman Moore. I heard all the stories, man. Told me about how the Michigan Wolverines outweighed the Detroit Lions offensive line. And if they had a bona fide defense or offensive line like Emmitt Smith, that Barry would have double the stats. He said, you're 3rd and 15, you hand the ball to Barry. He goes south, west, east, and then north for freaking 80 yards. He loved the guy, but and then at the end there, before he passed and my grandma passed, they were doing this little thing for dollars. He would bet against Detroit, and my grandma would bet for Detroit for $1. They thought it would change or at least have fun with it. So my grandpa said it didn't matter. It was just a little bit of fun. It was like him putting a $1 bill from the right pocket to the left pocket. So, all right, rant over. Brian Long, bear down, brother. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Hope to see you next time on YouTube. We appreciate you, and Facebook too. But yeah, so hell, if I was surrounded by Bears players and former Bears players, I would be reliving my past. That's awesome, man. For sure. So before we wrap it up, I want to hear from you. here are some key questions to think about and drop answers in the comments below. Should the Bears bring Khalil Mack back, or should they focus on younger talent in free agency? Do you guys think that we should rather pick up a younger player in free agency, maybe even draft a player? Where would you guys like to? I mean, we definitely need some more linemen, you know? What do you guys think about that? If Mack does return, how do you see him impacting the development of our young defensive players? How do you guys see him impacting the development of our young defensive players? Do you see him being like a mentor? Do you see him helping them out, helping them take their game to the next level, showing him some of the tricks of the trade? You know, he's not really that big of a guy, and I've always been impressed and amazed with kind of like a Aldon Smith, you know, for the Niners. That guy was pretty dang good for his size, man. Really wasn't a big guy. I think Mack might be a little bit bigger than him, but you know what I'm saying. He's not really a big guy for being as effective as he is. So, what other options should the Bears prioritize in free agency before considering a pass rusher? What other positions should the Bears prioritize in free agency before signing a pass rusher? Do you believe Khalil Mack still has enough in the tank to be a game changer for Chicago? I got a great question for you guys also. I really wanted to hear from you guys about this. Make sure you leave this in the comments below. What's your favorite Khalil Mack moment from his first stint with the Bears? What's your favorite Khalil Mack moment from his first stint with the Bears? I like when he freaking sacked Rodgers, man. I thought that was freaking awesome. There's still a picture out there about him sacking Rodgers, and Rodgers' face is down in the turf and stuff. That was cool, man. Anytime I could see, I think Sheehan McClellan actually, didn't he injure Rodgers or something? But yeah, that was one of my favorite sack moments. Do you think adding Mack would make the Bears legitimate playoff contenders next season, or is it going to take a lot more than that? Or do you think that will help him out? I can't wait to see your thoughts and ideas and comments in the comment section below. This is your chance to join the conversation and make your voice heard. Thanks again for watching. Thanks again for watching Coffee with Tracks. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more Bears talk. Until next time, bear down. When he hip tossed that old lineman Bucks on Thursday night. Oh, yeah, that was awesome, dude. Love the freaking hip toss. All right, guys. Hey, for sure, man. Like I said, thanks again for watching Coffee with Tracks. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned for more Bears talk. Until next time, bear down. I'll see you guys Sunday, tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I'll be there early at like 9 o'clock setting up and stuff. I got to get swiped in, security, all that cool stuff. Get all my equipment out, stretch the cords out, run tests, all this stuff, and meet with Jim Miller and get everybody all settled down. And but yeah, man, until next time, Chi-Town up, bear down, baby. Love you guys. Thanks for joining Coffee with Tracks.